Hey, Todd here, and welcome to Acme Machining. Today what we have is a shifter. It's actually out of a Mustang II, but it's in a Model T replica. And the customer put a clutch in this thing, and when he did, there's a little plastic clip. I'll pan down here and show you. But what the plastic clip does is you've got a shifter pin that sits in here. And this rod has got too much slack in it, okay? This is just a gauge pin that I've got the same size as the rod that goes in the shifter column. And I've got to make a bushing that Ford says doesn't exist anymore. That's what we've got left of the bushing. It's in about 4 or 5 pieces there. And I'm not sure I got all the pieces, but it's available on eBay, but this car has been sold and it's supposed to be picked up tomorrow. So a little emergency project to make this little clip. And I'm not going to make it out of plastic because I don't have plastic to work out of, but I think I can find one out of that bar. So what I'm going to do is cut a chunk off the end of that bar, and I'm going to start whittling that down until I've got this little bushing. It's called a shifter saddle bushing, and I'm going to keep working away, and I'll keep you tuned in, and we'll make it happen. We're going to have some fun one way or the other. Okay, I'm just going to square up this little block, bring this down. Start with a bunch of zeros. And I'm just going to take about 40 thou off of this. I'm working with a 5/8 end now. I measured up the end of the shifter itself, and it is 6.3 inches across, so 6.25 is going to put the going to rip the cut through that, and then I'll make it as I move it over and get another 5 thou out of it. Figure I might as well just work with a 5/8 end now. Just a couple more passes, but one less change I gotta make, so. Bring this up, and I'll get a measurement on it and see where we're at. Okay, 0.915. Need to come 133 off that. I've got my Z-axis zeroed out, so I'm up about 70. Half a thou off. That's close enough for me. Now I just noticed I took that, brought that over so it was in frame, but you guys missed the melon, but that's just chips flying, sorry. I'll edit that part out so not to bore you to death. And I'm going to flip that around and start with another dimension. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm just going to bring this up, delete that off. Just want to clean this up, that's all I'm doing. Taking 32 thou off. Quick deburr here. Your fingers work better than your eyeballs when you're deburring. Can't see the back of the camera, so I don't know if I got you in frame or not. I hope I do. I gotta get a camera that's got a front view on it so I can see what I'm doing. Clean up, then we'll get a measurement and see where we're at. Try to remember to bring it back in the frame this time. Okay. 1.179. I'll take 399 off, so zero the Z. Take 115 off this one. just gonna do an insanity check here. And I am 0.943. I checked the camera to see if you guys are still with me, and you left. Well, the camera shut off. I'm not blaming you, blaming the camera. So I am at 799, and I am going to 0.780. So I just have another 19 to go. We'll bring this up. I was just saying, this is kind of how I got into doing machining. Trying to fix something on a car. And they said, you can't fix that because we don't make parts for it anymore. They don't make parts for it anymore, I'll make parts for it. If I can't get parts right away, I can't wait for somebody else. I gotta get this guy back going. He's got this car sold, the guy's coming to get it tomorrow, so we'll get the slop out of the shifter tonight and everybody will be happy. Get you in there. I'm happy with that. Bringing this one down to put some more measurements on that shifter, and I'm going to bring this down to 0.710. So. $708.5. That's close enough. It's hour and a half. See if I got you in frame or not. See if you can see that. There you go. This is something I also like to do, so I don't get mistaken in which way do I got it. Okay. So I mark on there, this one's, I'll try to get you out of the glare, 0.709, and the other one's 0.780. So I keep them marked, and that keeps me from getting myself into too much trouble. Camera's on for you. I'll take quite a bit off of this, so. Rinse and repeat. Just going to deburr this, get a measurement, flip it over, and we'll be back. We're 893 on that block, and I'm going to 740. We're just going to take about 50 thou each cut. We'll get there. Okay, I'm going to take another 20 off that, and that should get me right about right to where I need to be. See how close I am to 745 right now. I know I said I was going to 740, but changed my mind, and I am at 745.5. I just figured I'd leave a little bit extra meat on it. It's just going to be out clearance anyway, so. Going to deburr this off camera and gather my thoughts, and we'll bring you back, but it's coming, slow but sure. Bring this up until it touches off. Sorry about kicking the camera. I'm just going to feed this by hand. I don't want it moving on me. There, I'll take that out and see how it looks. Okay, we're getting there. This here is going to fit in there as soon as I take some off the other side. That slides in there like that. It's going to sit like that. So we just got to put a slot on the top here, and then we got to drive a groove down through the center. So we're getting close, so stick around, we'll get her done. So got a vice stop in there, got the block turned over the other side. I'm getting close to finish, so I'm getting a little scareder as I go. And what I'm going to do is I'm only going to take 40 off of it at a time. I'm just going to take baby steps, and I'm going to get through it. So just keep on moving. Okay, there's the cut on that side, so I'll clean it up and bring you back. Okay, I gotta put a radius in the bottom of that so it fits in the bottom. But, oh, there it is. There's what it's supposed to be, and I just gotta put a slot in the center of it for this pin to fit through. I hope it doesn't blow up on me in the last moment, but we'll keep on pushing. We'll get through her. Okay, I'm going to use my edge finding trick again here. Twirl that in my finger until I can't. In a little bit, just to make sure that I didn't take a chunk off it. And I'm calling that 0. It come up 3/10 off of what the other one was, but I'm calling that 0. So that is a 7mm. Now I took and I mic'd it out, and I got it's Chinese 7mm, and I got 2.70. So I'm going to come over 135. Calling that 0, so I should be right over the center. And I am 360, so 180. 360 is the width of my webbing here. I do have an edge finder and a DRO, but I just find that the quickest way to find an edge. I'll lock my table down and I'm calling that my zero. So I'm not going to come in fast and furious because I'm getting real scared. This is down to the last couple steps, so get it in gear. Phase converter on. I'm going to turn this because we're not very and I'm just going to take 40 at a time until I'm happy. Right now I don't even know how far I'm going. Not gonna lie to you. Going to bring this down to a depth that I feel is sufficient. And then I'm going to step out each side because this is, like I said, when I measured across it gave me 270. I'll measure this up when I'm down. But I've got to go at least 10 thou each way for my 290. Slow and steady wins the race. A lot of time into this, it makes me nervous. When I'm all done this, I'm going to put a round bit in and just clean up the bottom because, of course, the pin's round. Check and see if this camera's still recording. Yep, hallelujah. that is 400. And I am just going to take a break and have a sip of coffee and see if I can figure out how deep that piece of plastic was before it went into half a dozen pieces. So I'll bring you back. Okay, that there said that it was down, when I measured up the plastic, it said it was down 0.410. So I'm down 400 right now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually measure the width of this. Sorry for kicking the camera. Yep, and I'm at 270. So zeroing this out, I'm moving -10 and walking her down. Unlock my table. Take it to +10. Unlock it down. And I've got a gauge pin, and that gauge pin fits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to bring that, unlock the table, get it back to 0, lock the table. And change that out for my round nose 1/4 inch, and that's going to be as good as it gets. So we'll be back. Okay, we got a ball end mill on there, and that looks like I'm down there. So let's zero that out again, and I'm just going to come up. I'm only doing 25 at a time. The closer I get to the end of something like this, it's taking me this long, the scared I get. Now this being a 1/4 inch ball, thinking we should be able to go down 125 before it starts to look like we got to the radius, I'm thinking. Could be wrong, but I've been wrong before. Thought I was wrong and I was right. Just kidding, folks. I'm only human, I'm not perfect. Appreciate if you hit the like and subscribe button though. Got a little bit of swarf in there to clean up, but I think I've got as close to a radius. I know it's just a 250 and I'm shooting for a 290, but I suppose let's go over 20 thou each direction, see what happens. Can't hurt, right? Yeah, it can, but we're gonna pray it doesn't. I'm glad I did that. It looks wonderful. Okay. Now I'm going to take and clean that up. First of all, there's our pin. Kicking my wrench stump out of the way. That basically goes to the bottom, so we're going to clean that part of it up and start looking at putting a radius on the top and see how it fits, of course. I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm just going to take some of this off because I don't need all of that flange. Over and clean this other side off too. Now we'll get our rotor bit in and finish off that rounding off project. Okay, I got the top of that. I ended up rounding it over with a file. I cheated. I couldn't get, had to shave more off of these flanges, and while I was working away, I looked at the camera and it said memory full, so I had to change a memory card, and I had memory cards in there downloading the computer right now, and I borrowed one from a neighbor, and so I just, by that time I had this in the vise and fouled down, but I'll show you. Of course my hands are in the way, right? That fits in there nicely. And there's a 290 pin, and the 290 is what's in the car. This here's out of my gauge set, but it's I'm happy. Now all I got to do is take it up to the customer and get it in his car. So we'll see y'all next year. I don't plan on making a video over the weekend. It's December 29th. So have a happy new year, but before you go, please hit that like and subscribe button and send me a comment. Let me know if you like this kind of content. I'll try to do more of it. Thank you very much, and appreciate your patience for this long video.